Chapter 1. What is academic writing? State your facts as simply as possible, even boldly. No one wants flowers of eloquence or literary ornaments in a research article. The scope of academic writing. The term academic writing commonly denotes the reporting of original research in journals through academic papers in standard format. In its broader sense, academic writing also includes communication about academic research through other types of journal articles, such as review papers summarizing and integrating previously published researches. And it also includes other types of professional communication by scientists. For example, grant proposals, oral presentations, and poster presentations. Related endeavors include writing about research for the public, sometimes called popular academic writing. The need for clarity. The key characteristic of academic writing is clarity. Successful academic experimentation is a result of a clear mind, attacking a clearly stated problem, and producing clearly stated conclusions. Ideally, clarity should be a characteristic of any type of communication. However, when something is being said for the first time, clarity is essential. Most scientific papers, those published in our primary research journals, are accepted for publication precisely because they do contribute new knowledge. Hence, we should demand absolute clarity in academic writing. Receiving the signals. Most people have no doubt heard this question. If a tree falls in a forest and there is no one there to hear it fall, does it make a song? The correct answer is no. Song is more than pressure waves. And indeed, there can be no song without a hero. And similarly, scientific communication is a two-way process. Just as a signal of any kind is useless unless it is perceived. A published academic paper signal is useless unless it's both received and understood by its intended audience. Thus, we can restate the axiom of science as follows. An academic experiment is not complete until the results have been published and understood. Publication is no more than pressure waves unless the published paper is understood. Too many academic papers fall silently in the woods. Understanding the signals. Academic writing is a transmission of a clear signal to a recipient. The words of the signal should be as clear, simple, and well-ordered as possible. In academic writing, there is little need for ornamentation. Flowery literary embellishments, metaphors, similes, idiomatic expressions are very likely to cause confusion and should seldom be used in research papers. Academic research is simply too important to be communicated in anything other than words of certain meaning. And the meaning should be clear and certain, not just to peers of the author, but also to students just embarking on their careers, to scholars reading outside their own narrow disciplines, and especially to those readers, most readers today, whose native language is other than English. Many kinds of writing are designed for entertainment. Academic writing has a different purpose: to communicate new research findings. Academic writing should be as clear and simple as possible. Understanding the context. What is clear to a recipient depends both on what is transmitted and how the recipient interprets it. Therefore, communicating clearly requires awareness of what the recipient brings. What is the recipient's background? What is the recipient seeking? How does the recipient expect the writing to be organized? Clarity in academic writing requires attentiveness to such questions. As communication professional advice, know your audience. Also know the conventions and thus the expectations for structuring the type of writing that you are doing. Organization and language in scientific writing. Effective organization is a key to communicating clearly and efficiently in academic research. Such organization includes following the standard format for an academic paper. It also includes organizing ideas logically within that format. In addition to organization, the second principal ingredient of an academic paper should be appropriate language. If scientifically determined knowledge is at least as important as any other knowledge, it must be communicated effectively, clearly, in words of certain meaning. The scientist, to succeed in this endeavor, must therefore be literate. Given that the ultimate result of academic research is publication, it is surprising that many scholars neglect the responsibilities involved. A scholar will spend months or years of hard work to secure data and then unconcernedly let much of their value be lost because of lack of interest in the communication process. The same scholar who will overcome tremendous obstacles to carry out a measurement to the fourth decimal place will be in deep slumber while a typographical error changes micrograms per milliliter to milligrams per milliliter. English need not be difficult. In scientific writing, we say the best English is that which gives the sense in the fewest short words.